Hello and welcome to another edition of Eye on Matteson. I'm your host, Laverne Murphy, and Village President Sheila Chalmers-Curran is the executive producer of the show. On the show today, I have guest Lashawn Lee, the founder and CEO of the Carra House right here in Matteson. The organization is focused on changing lives through encouraging, education, enhancing, empowering individuals. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Lashawn Lee. Ms. Lee, thank you so much for coming on Eye on Matteson. Thank you. First time guest.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes. And you know, the Carra House, it is, as I mentioned, you guys are about changing lives. Share a little bit about the Carra House.
Well, the Carra House is a social service organization where we provide educational, vocational, mental health, and coaching for at-risk youth and their families. We have to treat the families as well. So we wrap these services around individuals to try to change the trajectory of their life, if you will.
Great, absolutely. I love that focus and that mission that you guys have. And so the Academy, you know, talking a little bit about that, that's the educational component that you guys offer. Share a little bit about that component, because I know it goes from youth to young adults when you're going through that program for individuals who haven't finished high school.
Yes, so Carra Academy was developed because in servicing our at-risk youth, we found that they didn't have that education piece. And in most jobs in America, you need at least a high school diploma. So we developed that curriculum to have that piece for them so that when they graduated, they could go on to better things. And the wonderful thing about the Academy is you're able to complete your high school diploma in the comfort of your home.
Oh, okay.
So we are registered with the Board of Education, so it is a recognized program. Just last week we had one of our students graduate from nursing school.
Oh, wow.
So they go on to do great things with the program.
Well, that's good, and that's the non-traditional route. You know, everyone has different needs, and it sounds like you guys accommodate those needs as well, because it's not the traditional setting. And like you said, they can do it from the comfort of their home, at their own pace.
Yes.
So that is great.
Yes.
And then sometimes you guys would offer childcare if there's a
We
situation.
do. We try to provide all the services needed for our students to be successful. So we do offer childcare for a small population. So we just want them to succeed.
Yes, just by providing the tools. And you guys have a graduation as well?
We do. We have a graduation for our graduates. We invite their families out. They're able to take pictures in cap and gown. We have memorabilia like sweatshirts, T-shirts, class rings. We want this experience to be memorable for them, just as if they graduated from a traditional high school.
Great, fantastic. And so under the Carra House umbrella, not only are you offering the Academy for individuals to finish their high school diploma, but you guys have a series of things that you're helping individuals change lives. Just like the notary program, some of those programs that you have.
Yes. So we develop programs to, again, wrap services around them, to empower them to be able to live whole, healthy, prosperous lives. So we have a program, Notary Pros of Illinois, where you can come and learn to become a notary. Once you become a notary, you can go on to become a signing agent, and then once you become a signing agent, you can go on to become a RON. And these are short-term programs that will allow our students to make the money they need to sustain their lives. So it's an excellent we actually have a class May 13th.
Okay.
Coming up.
All right. It's not too late to sign up?
It is not too late to sign up. I believe we have a few seats left for the May 13th class. But if you look on our websites, you can see the upcoming classes as well.
Okay.
And it's a 5-hour class that changes a person's life. You know, you have an opportunity to make extra money. You have an opportunity to start your own business as a notary. So it's a great program.
Wow, great. Again, giving tools back to your mission.
Yes.
And that's what I love about the Carra House, how you're packaging so much to change the lives of others.
Yes.
And then you also have a component that helps people with their business, how to launch it, how to establish it, and some of those support tools.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
So that is under Carra Financial. And again, the millennials now are everywhere starting all types of businesses.
Yes.
But we help give you the foundation. We can take you from A to Z with your business, how to brand your business, start your website, the paperwork that you need to file, and the exposure that you need. So often we do networking. I think networking is very important. It gives you the opportunity to see what others are doing, how they're doing it, and you kind of bounce things off of each other. So those are some of the things that we do with Carra Financial.
Wow, that is great. But you know, not only the millennials, but you have people who want to change their career, say, I want to go into business for myself.
This is so true.
Exactly. And to know that it's right here in Matteson where they can reach out to the Carra House and say, okay, how do I go about, I want to do a nonprofit. How do I go about setting that up? How do I get my FEIN? You offer those services.
Yes, we do.
Again, changing lives. Back
Changing
to that
lives.
core
Yes.
philosophy that you guys have.
Yes.
That is absolutely great. And then you guys also do CPR training and the course. You know, again, I feel like you're a hidden jewel,
Yes.
right? And that's why it's just so critical for individuals to know what you guys have to offer here in Matteson. You know, you're just a stone throw away at the Twin Towers,
Yes.
As I like to call it, at Route 30 and Cicero.
That is correct.
And also, I'm sure they can go on your website, which is
www.carrahouse.com.
great.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about the CPR because, again, I think it's vital. Everyone should know how to do CPR, especially with the alarming rate of heart attacks that are happening. And you never want to be among someone that need it and you can't provide that, right?
Okay, that's correct.
So just talk a little bit about what you offer on that end.
Well, CPR falls under our program called Carra Career Centers, and that is where we teach our vocational programs. So we offer CPR programs, not just for adults. We're getting ready to launch a youth CPR. So many times you have children who are left alone with parents who are sick parents, and they don't know what to do. I think it's imperative that we give them the basics of, you know, don't just cry, let's start some CPR, and let's call 911. And you'd be surprised at how children rise to the occasion if they're given the tools.
Exactly.
So we're going to have a youth CPR course this summer. We offer CPR, we offer AED and first aid training, as well as ACLS, and it's an advanced version of the CPR course.
Wow, okay. And then they can either come to your place or you can go to a place of business. Say if an organization said, you know what, I just think my staff needs to know about CPR. Do you go to a place of business? How is that?
Absolutely, we do.
Okay.
If there is enough participation, we are willing to go to the business, because now most businesses that care for people have to have CPR training. So it's imperative that, you know, again, they know the process of CPR and AED, and we are absolutely willing to come to their organizations.
Wow, fantastic. That is great. And one last thing I want to talk to you about, which is a component of your organization, is I Choose Me.
Okay.
Absolutely positive. I love it. Please share.
So I Choose Me is my coaching business. And again, with the children that we see and the families that we see, this is another component that we thought they might need to help them along the way. So I Choose Me means just that. You have to choose yourself first. And especially as women, we get lost in taking care of others, taking care of our loved ones, our families, sick people, and we lose ourselves. So I Choose Me is a coaching component that will help you organize your life, help you get through some of the hurt in your life, help empower you, give you the tools necessary to choose yourself first. And oftentimes we think that's selfish. It is not. It is not selfish to love yourself, to want to be with yourself, to like yourself. And this just makes you a better person and enables you to do a better job at loving those in your life.
Right, which is so critical,
Yes.
right? Because the world around you is moving so fast and the world around you is judging you, but to have that core foundation, especially for our young adults, right? Because of the social media world and how the social media world can be a good thing and sometimes it can be a bad thing. And having that core foundation to understand who you are and to love yourself is so critical. Is there an age range which you guys focus on?
Well, no,
Okay.
because we coach grade school, which I think is a critical point in a child's life, high school, and adults.
Okay.
So there really is no age limit. Anyone under 18 has to have the permission of their parent. But other than that, we are open to age ranges. We do have all age ranges. You know, we all need a little help every once in a while. And our community kind of frowns on mental health, which is something else that we provide. We have all our staff are trained in mental health aids. It's important that we recognize the signs. But coaching is not counseling.
Right.
So coaching is something a little different. It's pulling out in you what you already have.
Okay.
It's magnifying what's already there.
I like how you position that, pulling out what's already there. It just may be buried inside, right? Bringing out the fire in individuals, And you're right, sometimes even addressing mental health to know that it's okay not to be okay.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Wow, I'm telling you, I just love all the services that you've talked about today and that your organization is offering. And again, you're the founder, you're the CEO. What inspired you to say, this is my vision, this is what I want to do to change the lives of others?
It started when my girls were in high school. They would come home all the time with young ladies, and sometimes they stay for a day, and sometimes they'd stay for years. They just needed guidance. They needed coaching. They needed someone to say, I see you, I hear you, I understand you, and they blossomed. And so the young ladies kept coming and coming. And my sister said, hey, did you ever think about starting a business? And then so I said, well, no. She said, well, you should. And so we started the business with just mentoring. But the more young ladies came, the more I saw the need for different programs. And then the word got out and young men started coming. And so we just blossomed from there. We'll be 14 years old in November.
Wow.
And I am very, very pleased to have the opportunity to make a difference in lives of people. You know, a lot of our students kind of fell through the cracks. And those are the ones we want to be there to catch, because sometimes they feel forgotten, and we want them to know that they are not forgotten. We are here for them. We're going to support them and hopefully get them to where they need to be.
Right. Oh my gosh. I love this positivity, this positive energy.
Yeah.
You just don't know. I'm a very positive person, and I just love hearing this information. And so not only do you have your organization here, but you're a resident of Matteson as well. So giving back to the community, living the community, and you truly care about the youth and about changing lives. And it shows through the work that you're doing with your organization. So thank you so much for coming on Eye on Matteson. It has been a true pleasure learning more about your organization and what you do, right? And so if individuals want more information about your organization, how can they reach out to you?
Well, they can call at area code 708-991-7281, or they can visit our website at www.carrahouse.com, or they can reach us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, Carra House. Carra House. And we have a YouTube page and a Twitter page. So we're all over social media.
Great, great. Well, hopefully you have touched someone today, that someone will reach out to you and say, you know what, I'm reaching out because I want a change, right?
Yes.
You're a change agent.
Yes.
Yes, and we appreciate that. Thank you so much again for coming on Eye on Matteson. I truly appreciate all the information you've given today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Yes. And so hopefully everyone that is viewing today's episode has taken away something from the information that was shared. A lot of positivity, a lot of positive light that's being shared. So thank you again for tuning in to the Village of Matteson, Eye on Matteson, where we are a home for business and a heart for family. So until next time, stay tuned, stay informed, get involved, and remain positive. Again, I am Laverne Murphy, and thank you for watching.